Hello, welcome back to Whatever Garage. Today, we're going to get back on the 79 Corvette. I have the parts here that we needed to replace on the distributor. Part of the ignition module, I know the ignition module connects to this. I forgot what this is called, so sorry. I'm sure you guys will tell me. Even Summit Racing's description doesn't explain what it is. It just says replacement parts. But this is what we need. We got us a new cap because the other cap I noticed was cracked, and one of the these things was broken. I've got a new rotor cap. We got a new insulator and button. And in the other garage, we already have a new ignition module. Well, two of them, and one of them is a DUI module, and I think it's Douglas Unified Industries Incorporated. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I eventually want to get one of their complete distributors because they look like they're pretty good, especially what I've read about them. So anywho, let's get over there. And by over there I mean in the other garage. Let's get started. here we are back with the 79. I brought the 81 over here to keep her company and give her moral support so we can get her started. Now, just to recap, this is the one I've been restoring for a while. This is a crate motor, performance crate motor from ATK. Was having issues trying to get it started, gave up, and then was working on that one for the last however many months it's been, 6, 7. She's running and pretty much just has little piddly things left. So now I want to get to this one and get it running, and then get it over into the other garage so this can be our main focus and finish this one. The issue I was having was, well, obviously it's not starting, but figured out the distributor's getting power, but it's not sending anything out. There was no spark going to the motor. Originally I thought it was a fuel issue. It was not. I have all new parts, like I said in the last video, so we're gonna throw them in here, replace the cap, double check everything, timing everything, and figure out what's going on. All right. Now I wasn't sure if the gauges in there were gonna work, so to start it and run it, to break in the cam and everything, I wanted gauges out here. So I do have an oil pressure gauge. I know it's got the plastic line, but I don't care for right now. It's just from here to there, right here. And then I also got on eBay and got me a little Sun Pro Tac 2 or Super Tac 2. Looked up yesterday how to attach it, so we shall do that before we do that. I'm gonna need my electrical box because this is the one that has to connect to the distributor. But I need to replace the distributor. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's do all that. Then we'll get to that. How's that for decisive? Not at all, right? All right, power is disconnected. Go ahead and take off this bad member jammer. Oh well, we'll replace it with the new stuff we have. Okay, now let me compare these and show you. You're not looking. All right, old cap, new cap. They're the exact same, except for this one is broken. This one is not. I think there was also a crack somewhere. I can't remember. But anywho, we need to undo all this. Take this to here. Once we replace this. This is the new button. And insulator. And new cap. We're not going to take a chance. We're going to put on new cap. Or new rotor, excuse me. So I don't remember if that one's new or not. It looks new. We're going to keep it, obviously. This will go in the garbage, so we don't get confused and put it on something else. I need one of my magnetic dishes, but they're not over here. We'll just have to be careful. Alrighty, there's the coil. And the new one comes with no screws, so we'll have GK. They always seem to work quite well. Could have left the things in there, but I didn't. Something I was wanting to see. There we go. Got that one. Okay. Okay. Those seem to be fine. That comes out in a minute. Seems to be awful loose. Maybe it's just my imagination. Okay. That looks good. Transfer this one over. Okay. All right, see, got them both set up the exact same way. This one just has a different type or different size. See, I'm not throwing that. I'm throwing this away. I'm not throwing this stuff away because this button's new. That's what I thought. This stuff was newer. this cap, where'd I put the cap? Oh, that cap. I will put them in a bag or a box and keep them. All right. You, sir, are now out. Exiled to the garbage can. Well, these will be tight going in because it's got to cut its way into the plastic. Yeah, I guess not so tight. Easy does it. All right, nice and firm in there. All right, let's get this one in there. There's only one way it can go, so it's not like you're going to get it wrong. Just got to get it lined up right. I can't see. Could it be because I haven't turned on any lights in here? That might be it. Why is it so tight? I just didn't use my man hand. That's why. Okay, get it down in there. I'm wondering if maybe I didn't have these pressed down enough in the other one that they didn't connect. And that's why it wasn't getting power. Wouldn't that be funny if it gets power now? We'll never know. Is that supposed to push? Or is it just supposed to ride? All right, so that is done. Put that out of the way. Let's take the okay, that one didn't work. Here's the new one. New one's got its own flipping screws, so we're good. All right, now what do we need here? Need Phillips heads. Oh, damn it. Oh no, it's on there. I thought I'll drop the lock washer. Alright, let's unplug it. It smells like cat piss in here. I do not have cats. But she's that damn neighbor cat. Alright, that connector's off. Undo these screws. And let's see what happens. And voila! And replacing this one. And we're replacing it with this one. Everything's the same except for this little booger right here. Originally, it was like this. It just got bent up. Okay, Now, all of this gets screwed together. Now I just gotta find the hole. And it's farther back. How can I angle this? Like that? Not quite there. I see where it needs to be, but this, where they have this ground in, or ground, not grounded, but wherever this is soldered in right here, I guess that would be the ground. It's in the way. I need to be able to do this without breaking the rest of it. I need it to go sideways, like such. I think, by Jove, I think I got it. Ah, come on, you bastard. All right, and then this one says tack. That's to the dash. So my green wire needs to connect up underneath there, and I need to see if I have a connector to do it. Put this back in here. Take this back to the garage, and that can go in the garage. Except for this. Let's keep that. Oh, wait a minute. We got Summit stickers. Anybody want stickers? Stickers, anyone? $100 wine voucher if anybody wants it. I don't drink. Alright, now how many of you caught that? Yes, I forgot the rotor. Shall we put it back on? Alright. Back step one. See how many more I do today. Not labeled on this end, but maybe it's labeled on this end. Let me take a look at that real quick. Didn't pay attention to that the first time. I wonder if that could have been the problem. Having the wires backwards up there. Stay there. Now, this is not labeled. This is C. So I'm gonna assume C is the brown since it's on that side. So then, so if C is brown, look at the rotor. So it would have been backwards, so it needs to be like this. There. Not good because the wires just came right out. I thought they felt loose in there. I'm gonna show you what I mean. That. And this is brand new from the factory. We just need to make sure they all fit up in there correctly. Now she's in there. All right, we'll leave the battery off because I want to test that for power. Next move. We just gotta find what to do with the rest of that stuff. Okay, small parts here, we gotta be careful. All right, VIN. And yes, I know that's supposed to come off, but it helps hold it right now. Looks good. Okay, now I've already made the connector for the RPM gauge. All right, so now all we have to do is ground it and run power to it. The white one is just for the instrument lights, and I don't care for this right now. Okay, so we can ground it really anywhere. There's an alligator clip I could use. All right, since you were last here, I have run power to the back of the alternator on a fusible link. I have run this to the tach using an old connector I had for the tach, or for the tach side of the distributor. The power for the distributor is not plugged in yet because I want to test my power first. The ground is right here on a bolt, and the white one we're not using. So I have the oil gauge set up, it is connected. I have the tachometer set up, hopefully it's connected. Now we're going to test for power. Okay, we do have power. Loose connection is all it was. Can you see that? Yeah, power. All right, now to backtrack now. We're going to turn all the powers off and we're going to prime. So let me go get my tool from the other shop. All right, I got the priming tool I made out of spares. Hope the hell remember how to do it. Put it back in. We need to double check the oil, make sure we got oil. Oh, you know what? You dumb bunny. I need to check the orientation. Well, shit. See if this works. It's a little wobble bit I got. I call it a wobble bit. £25. £35? Yeah. And it's leaking. And it's leaking everywhere. All right. Where did that plug go? Huh, I thought I got them all. And, oh, it's right here. Unless it popped off. There we go. Okay, I primed it. Well, let's back up. I fixed the leaks, primed it, put this back on, put the wires back in order, double checked. Double checked the leak we had from the transcooler lines. The last time back in January, I know they were leaking. Tried to tighten them up as best I could. That bottom one is like impossible to get to, and I bet you it's the one that's leaking. Other than that, I think we're ready. Let's see if we get anything going here. Yep. I think I just saw her squirt. All right, let's give her some power and see what happens. All right, check my test light. Oh, we don't have power hooked up yet, duh. Because I want to check that, make sure we got something. We have power. All right. Get that out of the way. I did not hook these back up, and the brown goes to the left. And that stays unplugged. This is battery power. We're in. And this is tachometer. It's up here. All right. All we can do is ask for it to start. Key still does not work, so we have to jump her. Stand by. Y'all heard that. How did I get the throttle full open last time? Y'all remember? I tied a wire to it, or a rope to it. You can call it redneck, you can call it what you want, but I'm working by myself, so I do what I can. All right, we're taking the carburetor back apart. Screw this. Well, you can't see it now, it stopped. But this side over here just keeps dripping and dripping and dripping, even after the car is off. And power valve's leaking. So she has sat too long. Guess we need to rebuild it for a third time. I need to quit sitting. See, she squirts. Now she's fine. Okay, you see the little stains there. The transmission cooler line was leaking. I got underneath there and fixed it. So we fixed the electrical problem. Well, no, that's different. Now we fixed the leak. Obviously we fixed the electrical problem since the motor almost started. Now we're going to take this off and fix the carburetor so we can quit flooding it. Alrighty then. Loosen these up real quick. Alright. See? Look, they're leaking now as it is. That means those bowls are way too high. Okay, we fix. We need a platform to go fix this on. Where shall we do that at? The other garage? Yeah, why don't we do that? Alright, we switched locations. We're back in the shop. And since I had no intention of working in here today, it's hot as hell because I didn't have the air conditioning. And I also don't have a chair that's really big enough. We'll have to work on that. Alright, so let's start by taking this apart. First thing I'm going to do is take off these little pins holding the arm to the choke on. I'll try and zoom in, give you a shot. You see it? Okay. Ta-da! And then that disconnects that arm. Alright, we're going to do the same thing up here. Remember, I bought all those bits on Temu. So I finally get to use one of these star bits on here. Ta-da! Sounds like Nate's cutting something down. We're gonna have the tree in front of the shop cut down. It won't be until July though. They're really, really busy. Okay, those bowls do not look overfilled to me. And what I'm going to do is I got the camera in my pocket, another camera. I'm going to take pictures with it and let you see exactly what I see. This is the camera my brother sent me, remember? So props to Chip. see a lot of sediment, I see bad gas, but I also see that this side is much higher than this side, and this is the side that was leaking or overflowing. So that could be a problem. Let's see if we can look at something in here, because I know there's a spring in here. I think I had this out before. Okay, but that's not hollow, so I don't know how that would affect. The only other things that are on here is this and this. So let's get to this. I want to take, is that called a Venturi? I want to take that one out. Gasket under there. Let's take these two bolts out. Now I will say there was something at the tip that was clogged, that had that clogged up. But other than that, I don't see anything. Are you supposed to be able to see through that part? You really need a small pick. Sorry that took so long. Perfect. Look at that. That was clogged up. Okay, we're gonna put this back now. We're still gonna make sure that one's not clogged. And it sure as shit is. No, that was something else. Whatever that pipe was, it was clogged. Same as the other one. That one was clogged too. Alrighty, we have clogging issues. I know it needs to be measured. Right now I'm going by sight. Wait a minute. That one's down farther. I did the little seal test where you blow into it and then you press them to see if it closes, open them, close it. Okay, they work, but the side that was in question, which was this side, had more space for the opening. So it was taking longer for it to close. I think that's the problem, so I adjusted the tab here. It looks the same as this one now. No, I did not measure it because I don't have that little measuring thing and I don't remember what they are. So I'm gonna wing it first. We're good at winging it. Let's see what happens. I think we've fixed some problems. All right, it's next day, so let's get this thing put back together. One thing I did forget was to put my little clips back in, so we got to do that real quick. And I need to, it's right over there. That's what I'm looking for. All right, we reattached everything over here. Had to look at that video to see where it went. Yes, I did. The other thing, oh boy, that's not gonna work. Remember what happened on the other car after I filled up the radiator? There was none in the block because I drained the block. So there's nothing in this block because this is a brand new motor. So I need to run back over there, get a smaller filter or funnel so we can dump some antifreeze in the block. Damn it, everything's in the way. Anybody know how much antifreeze a block holds? A 350? I'm just curious. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, we must be full because it's coming out the radiator. So much for not spilling anything. And I don't have a cap for the radiator. That's good. All right, here we go. We're gonna try and start this puppy. Only thing we're gonna do is squirt a little bit of this. I wanna make sure there's no excess fuel coming in there. We're gonna get it started today. This is it. Dang it, she wants to go. And she's pouring fuel in still. What in the frack? Come on, man. I'm getting so sick and tired of this. Look, see if we had oil pressure. I'm sure we do. Damn it. And so you know the tack gauge works. Oh, she needs a little gas. It only ran 6 minutes, guys. That's not good. It's definitely got air bubble in it. All right, it's been a couple of hours. It needed to cool down, but then I had to go run errands and get lunch and pick up my daughter, and several hours later, we made a mess. It overheated. I'm assuming there was an air bubble somewhere, and we spewed it everywhere. We only ran for 6 minutes, so by no means did we break in the crankshaft, which makes me worry even more. Fan's not working. The fan was not spinning the entire time. The belt is turning. This shroud was on the car when I got it. Alright. But the fan seems to be too big. Okay, the pulley spins. That means the water pump is spinning, but the fan is not spinning. So the mechanical part, or the what the hell do you call that thing? I can't think. That thing, I'll figure it out and put it up in here somewhere, is not working. So instead of trying to run it and let her overheat, let me find out if I can get another one locally. Or if I just do, no, I can't do Rock Auto because I'm doing y'all. This goes up tomorrow. I'll have to see if I can get one at Rock Auto tomorrow. Not Rock Auto, O'Reilly's tomorrow. So in the meantime, I'll go mow the lawn. Alright guys, that'll do it for this video. I ran out of time. I really wanted to get it nice and tuned for you, and that'd be great, but we got it started. That's the most important part. Now if we can just get it started so we can break in the cam before we ruin it. That's the other thing. Just to sum up, this is the exact same size as the other Corvette over here. It's I think it's 18 and a half inches. The fan. The shroud looks exactly like the one that's in that Corvette. So I don't understand the problem. And it's mounted up just the exact same. I can't adjust it anymore. I have tried. So I'm searching for a fan that is 17 and a half inches, but I can't get it for today because today's Friday. And I've already got a fan clutch on order because I thought that was the problem. But it's obviously the fan. So anywho, I would say it was a success. When I go back and listen to the video, the car sounds like shit, but in person it does not. So I don't know what that's all about. It runs, and that's what counts. Alright, so what we'll do now is next video, hopefully, we will get this to start so we can break it in. No, it won't be next video because the stuff I order won't be here till Wednesday. So it'll have to be Friday's video. I got something for you tomorrow, or for Monday anyway, something different. Once we break it in, I got to reattach the control arm underneath, and then we are going to move this car under its own power to the other garage, and this will become the main focus of the channel then. All right. We're still going to do little bits on the other Corvette. I'm not going to forget about her, but we need to get this one mechanically sound and start putting her back together and get her ready for paint. The only other major thing we have to do is replace the upper part of the windshield frame, and I got a place I can get one, a used one. I want one that's off of another car. I don't want to buy a brand new repop because they don't fit. So there's a place in Florida that has them that are off of other cars, the salvage yard. I'll give you all the information when I figure it out. I don't remember it right now, but this is just me puttering along, figuring things out, okay? So don't get all pissy with your comments if I didn't do something the way you think it should be done. But I do value comments that tell me if I've done something wrong and how to do it right. Right, Dean? You know how to tell me. Okay, other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you lasted this long. I know it was a little bit of a long video this time. Remember to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. We're sort of stagnated. We've haven't grown any lately, so we need to grow. I guess that means I need better content to grow, but still, I'm working on it. So everybody have a good weekend. Hope you enjoy the video. See you Monday.